welcome back to another video. It is a really nice sunny day right now, even though it said it was going to be like a 40% chance of rain, but but right now it's sunny, so but it might get rainy later tonight. So as you can see by the title of the video, today we're actually going to be camping, doing a little camping on the boat, and trying to make this more of a regular thing here. It says today and tomorrow are supposed to be rainy. We might get, like I said, we might get some later tonight, but I think tomorrow it's like 80% chance of rain, so we're definitely going to get rained on. But I've got my rain boots, I've got my rain gear on the boat, so I'll be able to sit up here and sail us back while my beautiful girlfriend can stay downstairs where it's dry. Can't you, baby? But anyways, so we're going to Blake Island again. The last time I went camping, we were at Blake Island, but that was back in January. It was freezing cold. This time around we might get a little bit of rain, but it should be like in the low to mid 60s, so not too terribly cold. Of course, I've got my heater, my little West Marine heater on board, so we'll be plenty warm. We'll be staying at the docks, just kind of like the last time. So, and as you can hear, we got a lot of wind right now. We'll see what that turns out to out there. But as you saw in the last video, my brand new motor, my 2012 Honda 4-stroke 5 horsepower kicker motor, and we're being kicked for sure. We're going 4 knots right now, heading down the river, and I don't even have that. I have that thing on like a quarter throttle, so it's actually a lot more powerful than I was thinking. But what's cool, like I showed you kind of a little bit of this in the last video, but also the gas tank, it's got a gauge on it, so I can more easily see where the fuel level is. That's so nice. It's so nice, because I can never tell on that old 2-stroke. I can never tell where the fuel's at. I just got to look inside and kind of guess. That's nice. And also, this is kind of a test too. We'll get to see how much fuel this motor burns. Kind of get a little gauge of what it's like. So that's the star right now for sure. That is our star for sure. So yeah, this is we're just testing a lot of stuff. We're going to be camping like I have previously explained earlier on. But my beautiful baby girl, what is she doing up there? I don't know, babe. But I'm gonna set up the sails out there because I just wanted to get off the dock and go. Like, it's already 2:43 right now, so once we get out there, we'll set up the sails. Trying some Filipino dish here.
It's cold, babe.
It's so cold and good. Oh my god. I'm so blessed to have a Filipino girlfriend that like knows how to make this kind of stuff. But yeah, we're entering Elliott Bay right now. Good strong wind. Oh, also, I wanted to, let me swallow this shit here really quick. But I wanted to tell you guys, like, yesterday, which was June 19th. No. Yeah, June 19th was yesterday. I actually, my coworker, he's got a 43-foot sailboat Not sure what the model is or anything, but it's 43 feet. And yesterday he invited me out on it, and I'll throw up a couple pictures and videos that I took. But we were doing a race here in Elliott Bay, and there was probably like, I think, like 80 boats, like 60 to 80 boats that were involved in the race. And it was pretty cool. Like, I've never seen that. Oh, sorry, baby. I'll eat that momentarily, baby. But, but yeah, there was like 60 boats in the race. And the way they set it up, they had some little markers, like buoys and stuff. And then we had to like go around them and then go back and then around the other one and then come back to the finish line. It was like basically a big loop. Actually, let me show you. So his boat is actually in Elliott Bay Marina, which is just over there. So the route that we took, we actually went down here, probably somewhere around this point, and then turned around, headed back to probably where that barge is there, and then turned around and then ended right in front of Elliott Bay Marina. And that was so fun. Look, I was thinking the race, like, we all had to kind of get started at a starting line, and then they would say go, and then we would all like set up our sails and go. But it's actually like, they were pretty chill about it. I'm sure there's like a more serious thing, but it wasn't really all that serious what we were doing. But that was so fun. Like, I really want to do races, but unfortunately, like, where my boat is kept, it's kind of far away. Like, and they normally do it during the weekdays, like Thursday night, and it's kind of inconvenient for me to get my boat out and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, wow, I want to do races, because this is actually like the San Juan 24 is a racing boat. Like, this is a racing boat. It's meant to be raced. It's meant to be involved in that kind of thing. So I want to put this thing to use in that way. I just got to figure out how I want to actually carry out that dream or whatever. Oh, shoot! There's some waves, baby boy. Oh shit! But I'm probably gonna set sail up in just a couple minutes here. Very happy with how that motor's doing right now. That's for damn sure. But let's go ahead and kind of maybe we'll get on the other side of this barge, kind of get out of the way of the shipping lane here, the mouth of the Duwamish River. Then I'll have to take apart all this because I didn't do it at the dock. I really wanted to just get out here. All right, so we will slow down. We've kind of reached a point where I want to set up the sails here. So I think I'll put the motor in neutral. We'll just kind of like drift around. Alright, well, we have reached a point where now we can start heading west that way because the wind's actually coming from up here, like kind of west, northwest, yeah. So now we're gonna head kind of a little bit southwest, and from there we should be able to get a straight line to Blake Island, which is just over there. So let's get this started here. Pull her around town, y'all. Here we go. It's gonna be kind of tight in the wind here. We'll see how this works. Stuck on all that shit. Right, baby, can I do
Oh, my feet.
Push, 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 push. It's kind of hard to do that. Well, we'll go this way for a little bit here. Even though the jib doesn't really like what we're doing right now. Guys, take a look at this. This boat was like really close to us, but it's kind of a nice little vessel there. So, yeah, I think I picked the wrong, I think I got the wrong jib up because I'm trying to like luff up the sail like as tight as I can, but like there's some that like scoop out and it still kind of like rustles like that. So I feel like I don't have the right jib up for this type of position that I want to go in right now. But I've got to figure out how I want to get over there. I'm gonna have to do some zigzagging thing. Always got to do some zigzags, something like that. Well, we have changed our course. We were heading northwest, and now we're heading southwest. So we got to a point where Blake Island is basically southwest of us right now, so we can sail straight there almost. Pretty much got a straight shot all the way to the island right now. But yeah, the wind is blowing in exactly the spot that I need to go through, so of course you can't sail into the wind, so we're doing a zigzag thing, you know, cutting northwest, now we're cutting southwest, and that's how you do it. That's how you get through the winds here when you need to go somewhere. But yeah, we're gonna get there. It's currently 5:18 right now. I would say we'll get there approaching 6 o'clock is when we'll actually be on the island. Then we'll have like 3 hours of daylight, and then tomorrow we're probably going to stay there until about 3 p.m. or so, 3:30, somewhere around there, and then start heading out. So we've got a whole day tomorrow. Probably gonna, we'll see how the weather is, but we've got some plans. So, well, it's been about an hour since the last clip, and there's the marina right there of Blake Island. So it actually ended up taking a little longer than I was thinking because the wind kind of died. Like, we're kind of just getting a small little breeze at this point. So I'll probably take the sails down in a couple of minutes and then motor our way in and find our spot. So yeah, get acquainted, pay for the moorage, and hook up our power and get the heat on because I'm kind of cold. My beautiful be because it is also cold as well. So we need to get warmed up. So, but yeah, then we got to do some organization because crap. Oh, never mind. I thought the video ended. It's kind of a mess down there. So we'll be doing some organizing and that kind of thing. So, all right, we'll see what happens. All right, let's go ahead and not in the ass me. Bye-bye. All right. Finally, we shall do this other sail. Well, taking the sails down in this kind of wind is really nice. Not too windy, very calm. Here we go. We'll need these for on the dock. Rain's starting to come down, but pull the sails down, you can see some fat raindrops. First sea trial, she's running like a champ. And look at this too. We're still full. Hardly use any fuel. But yeah, the rain is really gonna start to come down a little bit here. So it's good timing that we're coming in. It's kind of chilly. It's currently 56 right now, according to my watch. So we'll see how this goes tonight. We might be sleeping in a rainstorm, who knows, but we both need to use the bathroom, so immediately once we dock, we're gonna run to the bathroom, so. All right, we just arrived. I'm probably gonna play around with these ropes a little bit when we come back from the bathroom, but successfully docked. You guys don't really get to see her from this angle. All right, we'll be back. It's so peaceful here. Blake Island State Park. Got the volleyball net set up here, but didn't bring a volleyball. God, that's a pretty shot right there. Look at that. Oh my God. And this is the bathrooms here, and it's all Native American themed, which I think is really cool. It's a really nice touch. pays homage to the native indigenous people that used to inhabit this land in this area before other stuff happened. You know, before we took over or something. Americans, that is. Oh, the drinking fountain doesn't work. Damn it. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus, baby girl. Oh my god. Just got scared out of my mind. Oh my god. Beautiful. So, charged my phone a little bit because it was kind of dead there, but I got the I kind of spent a little bit of time to organize the lines here because they're all just strewn about the floor. Got like the jib lines coiled around these winches. The lines for the sails, the jib and main halyards. It just looks nicer because normally I would have just left all the crap here, but now it creates a really nice little back porch here. And we brought this like chair here, and it actually fits perfectly right here inside this little area. So my girlfriend, she's got a nice place to sit. Of course, her hair is covering her face because you mustn't know what she looks like.
Ew. Dude, just go to the bathroom.
But behind her, it's got kind of some, the gas tanks and stuff. The power cord, I ended up like kind of, winding around here. It goes through there. And I actually set up my solar panel to get the last little bit of sunlight here, just to top off my battery, and then I can power on the internal cabin lights tonight, and if we need those, we can power those on. So what we got going on down here, the table's kind of a mess, but we're probably going to be eating dinner soon. But before that, I'm going to be eating some cookies, eating some chips, just being a lazy something for a little bit here. The bed area, we're going to have to clean that because we'll be sleeping on this. As you guys saw in the video, it ended up doing pretty good, so we'll be using the bed again. And yeah, so we're set up. We're ready to go for camping here on the boat. You couldn't ask for a better evening. The wind has died, which is nice because the last time I was here, we came in, it was so windy, and like we heard the clank, clank, clank of the halyards hitting the mast, and we heard that for quite a bit of the night until the wind finally died off. Plus the fact that it got down to 25 degrees, like that was interesting in and of itself. But probably this evening we're going to turn on the heater, get that going there. But I got my cushion here, and now I've become the footrest. So what happens is I take a seat here, and then her feet end up on my knees. So yeah, so I get to be footrest tonight. But we're going to be making some burgers. I'm leaning, and I'm probably going to fire up the grill. I'm trying to decide if I even want to deal with that or if I just want to cook it on the stove. But look at my view right now. I got sun setting. The sun sets in about an hour and a half. It's currently 7:38, but beautiful sun, potentially setting here. We even got some sun rays poking through the clouds. And then I get to look to my right, and look who I see to my right. So I don't know. I guess I'm the luckiest man ever or something. Anyways, but yeah, we'll relax here. I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna eat some chips and just chill out. Then we'll cook dinner. So yeah, that's about it for now. Got my chips, orange, oatmeal raisin cookie, and I mean, come on, this sucks. This is terrible. God, I hate this so much. Oh. But you already know how the night's going right now. Oh, I'll try that big one. Oh shit, this is so flicking good. Look over here, we got some boats over there that are docked. So if you don't know, Blake Island actually has a camera that they keep and they point into the marina. So then anybody on their website can actually look and see if there's any spaces available, because it's like they do a first come first serve type thing. So all day I was like, earlier this morning, like today's Friday and I normally don't work on Fridays because like I have a 4-10 schedule, but I'm doing overtime because, you know, we're busy right now. But during work I was like monitoring the to see how Blake Island was doing, and this morning there was actually quite a bit of people, but they started to disappear. I guess after they saw that there's an 80% chance of rain tomorrow, they're like, yeah, we're not going to deal with that. That's where I come in and take all the spot I can. It's just a little gem here in Washington State, on Puget Sound here. My goodness, that's gorgeous. But I'm just gonna walk to the beach here. I wanted to check it out. Then after this, I'm gonna be cooking some dinner. But yeah, let's see what this looks like. The water got really calm. The wind just completely died. So, and the water just got really calm as well. There's a sailboat there. Good luck getting any wind out there. But look at that. So this beach, it kind of wraps around here. I'll show you guys. Oh, let's come down here. So beach kind of wraps around the island here, and then over there's actually the tent camping, and I've actually camped in a tent on this channel before, so if you want to check that video out, I'll put a card up here. You guys can check that video out. That was an interesting one because it was actually really rainy and really nasty weather. And when we were heading back home, my sister and I it was quite an adventure getting through that nasty rainy weather. But actually the tents are pretty empty right now, probably because of all this rain and shit. There's a campfire going on over there. All of these are sites. Nobody here. And it's gorgeous. I mean, beautiful here. Well, I think my girlfriend and I are gonna wind down a little bit for the night. It's already 8:30 and it's still really light out. So I've got to make some dinner, and we're probably just gonna relax, have a good time and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, not much to report tonight, but I think tomorrow we're gonna be leaving Blake Island probably like 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. So we've got the morning and afternoon to walk around the island. I think we might go off to the west side. Well, it just got too chilly, so I set up the heater here, and the cabin was at 59.4 and now it's at 60.4. So it's heating, and that I set that up literally like 2-3 minutes ago. So the cabin's heating up pretty quickly. Even when I have this hatch open, I close this hatch, but this hatch is still open and it's getting pretty hot. Once we close that, it'll be comfortable. But I'm gonna be cooking some burgers here and possibly some bacon, and yeah, so that's currently what I'm gonna be doing, eating some burgers for dinner tonight, man. And then I'm gonna be boiling up some water, and then from there I'm going to make my girlfriend her coffee, her Filipino coffee, and then possibly I'm gonna have some Swiss Miss as well. So yep, but for now, let me cook this burger here, see what we got going on. And away we go. And this is kind of a different burger. I think this is a chicken burger, not a beef burger, but it doesn't taste like chicken patty like what you'd think. It kind of tastes different, but tastes like chicken though. But yeah, this is the dinner tonight, and I'm kind of debating on if I want to cook the bacon. Also, like, look, that chicken burger, like, it made absolutely no grease, which is kind of nice because you don't have to clean all that up. But if I decide to cook the bacon, then I've got some grease to deal with, but I'll debate it. I might eat some of that tonight. But it's currently 9:22 right now, and still daylight out. So, but oh, there's my baby girl. She's returned from the shower, right, baby? I also turned on the heater, and it's warm in there now. So, but is this a chicken burger? Because it kind of tastes like chicken. Like, it doesn't. It's good though, yum. But that's about it. Made some hot chocolate here. It's getting a little chilly. Let me pull up on my watch here. 54 degrees right now. according to my watch, outside. That's good. But I wanted to show you guys this because that little heater, I think it's been maybe I want to say 35 something like that minutes that heater's been on. The cabin was 59.4 degrees. Now look, 70.2 degrees inside the cabin right now, while outside it's 54 degrees. So about 40 minutes, and that heater brought the temperature up to a comfortable temp. So yeah, we'll sleep pretty good. We're gonna be warm. Got the paying for the power, so we might as well take full advantage of it. But I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy my hot cocoa and look at the views around here and stuff. So, well, good morning. Didn't really end up filming anything after that last clip. We just kind of we ended up watching a movie and then falling asleep like 20 minutes after or something. Like, it was pretty quick. But yeah, today is supposed to be rainy, and it's actually raining right now. I'll show you this. You can see the skylight here is all wet and it's all gray and stuff. So it's supposed to be rainy, and we've brought an umbrella though, so we'll probably do some walking around, because we were planning on there being rain. So, but yeah, it's about like a little after 9 a.m. right now. We just finally got up here, so but I've got to use the bathroom. You know how it is, that morning piss. But she slept pretty good, I think. You only see one ear and one arm, and there's a mouth right there. That's all you get. Nothing else. So, but let's go ahead and get this day started here. See what today has in store. Well, good morning. It is gray, light drizzle, and absolutely no wind. Very calm out there on the water. Tide is pretty low right now. Yeah, I slept pretty good. The cabin is 72 degrees right now, and it never dipped below that, so yeah, it was very comfortable in there. What was nice is actually the bow berth was cooler than the cabin, so it wasn't too hot. We were able to have some cool factor to it. So, but yeah, everything's all wet this morning. But I think I'm gonna head to the bathroom and then gonna make some breakfast, and then from there walk around the island. See what we got going on here on the island. Take a look at that girl right there. Love that boat. There's some wind. But I think the tide's at a foot or something right now, so it's pretty shallow. There, you can see bottom right there. It's pretty shallow here. See my boat right there. There's some people coming in from, I think those people are that boat that's on the mooring buoy. Visibility is pretty low right now, but I think it'll clear up by the time we leave, which will be nice. If I should mention this too, last night it was probably like 9:30 or so. It was starting to get darker out. Almost just fell there. There was a raccoon that almost got onto my boat, and then it triggered back a memory that I had. One time, I think it was back in October of last year, 2024. My girlfriend and I, we actually came here on my black inflatable, and we did tent camping here. That's what I used to do when I came here, just bring all my tent stuff and tent camp. But basically, when we did that, a raccoon actually stole my bag of Takis, and I love Takis so much, and I was so devastated. And I was actually chasing after that raccoon, trying to get my Takis back, but unfortunately they already ripped open the bag, and those things are like wild animals. Well, obviously they are, but like, they have no tame to them. They're just like ravenous, man. I think it's from all the years of them getting fed and stuff by people. They've turned into really spoiled things. But I was like, okay, let's get all of our garbage and put it downstairs. So yeah, we even had to put all of our food and stuff, everything that could be considered a scent, we had to get downstairs. I want to do this next time, I think. Just do some anchoring or a mooring ball or something.
Babe!
She didn't even notice it. What should I do? Cook something? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go back and cook some shit. Cook some breakfast. Oh, look at that. Somebody's heading out. Cheers. Bacon cooking. Cooked 3 pieces and now 3 more, and then I'm gonna cook some eggs. And rain stopped. That's nice. So we're just chilling right now, cooking some stuff, and excited to go for a walk. We'll bring a bag of chips with us so we can eat it whilst walking. Now I'm using that bacon grease to cook the eggs and they're pretty good. I already tried some here. I'm kind of acting like a wild person right now because I'm eating with my hands, you know.
Babe!
I feel like I'm ready to tackle the world now. Well, we've made it out into the woods here. Of course, she's running away, aren't you, baby? gorgeous. The last time we were here was in January, so we didn't see all the leaves on the trees and stuff. God. This is why I still live in the Pacific Northwest, is this type of scenery. We made it to the west side of the island here. This is the West End campground area. And so far we've only seen one camper over there. But yeah, we're just gonna come here and relax and stuff. There's a little needle on my phone. But yeah, we're gonna drink some water, relax. That's about it. And I got big one. Shit! Okay. Oh no shit! You're out. Okay, now I'm here, baby. What? Here? Oh shit.
Wow. Oh!
Alright, I'm here, baby. What? Oh! Nothing, baby. Big one.
Okay, after I'm gonna get my house.
Okay, we're getting the hang of this, baby. Well, we're just leaving the beach. That was fun. We were playing a game called Patintero. It's a Filipino game. Like, you kind of carve out a shape in the sand. And you have your sticks, and then you throw them in one of the squares, and you have to jump over that square And the idea is to move your stick each time you come back, then your stick moves forward one, and then you just keep going. So yeah, that was fun, but now we're gonna head back to the boat. And it's currently 2:12, and we're probably gonna head out shortly after we get back. We might have a little lunch or something, then head back to home, back to the marina. And yeah, this was fun. Do you think this was fun, BB?
Oof.
Oh shit. But yeah, this was fun. I really enjoyed this little trip here. But yeah, we'll do a little bit more walking here and get back. We completely are on the opposite end of the island from which we started on, so just a little walk to get back. Nothing we can't handle. All right, motor is on. The choke is currently enabled. We are just about ready to head out of here. It's 3:42 right now. Man, it was kind of ridiculous. We had a raccoon or a bunch of birds or something that came on the boat while we were out, and it ate like all of our stuff. Good thing we're leaving, but it ate all of our burgers, bacon. We had some meatballs we were gonna make, but those are gone. So it's unfortunate, but good thing we're leaving, so we don't really care about that. And a lot of that stuff was free food that we got. So, but yeah, we're gonna untie the boat and we're gonna get out of here. Last line here, and we are ready to go. I'm just gonna kick the boat a little bit here, then hop on. Now we'll reverse out of here. Well, fortunately the wind is very not strong right now. I'm gonna put up the sails and kind of see what it looks like in terms of like what kind of speed we have. But if it's to a point where it's too slow, then we might just have to motor most of the way back, which sucks, of course, because sailing is free, whereas using gas is like consumption or something. So I'm gonna put up the sails and we're gonna cruise and see what we can, what kind of winds we can get. I see a couple of sailors out here that are who knows if they're doing anything, but you know, we'll give it a try here. Well, there we go. We're probably moving like two knots right now. Wind kind of comes and goes. I mean, the water is telling me there's wind because of how choppy it's not like glass smooth right now. It's pretty choppy, so just need a little breeze here, then we'll be fine. It's been about 20 minutes since the last clip. The wind picked up slightly, and we're probably going like 4 knots right now. We've got a big, huge ship right here, but they're going like way faster than us, so they'll get ahead of us. But we might get some good waves from them or something. But It's not like, I'm not that cold right now, even though it's probably like 57 degrees or something. It doesn't feel all that bad, so. But yeah, good wind right now, so we're making some progress, and we should be back in, you know, I don't know, an hour or something. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, good day today, definitely. And this trip was really good too. Got a whole band going on right now. But that was about gonna do it for this video. We are just waiting for the bridge to open up, and then we'll get back into the slip and head out of here. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. This was a fun little camping trip here. Make sure you like the video, subscribe for more. Yeah, we'll see you in the next video.